Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially off the rails. Over the weekend, President Donald Trump did what no modern president has dared to do without state approval. He federalized and deployed 2,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles. Why? Because protests erupted in response to aggressive ICE raids. But that's just the beginning, because Trump didn't just send troops, he sent a warning shot at democracy itself. So here's the timeline. ICE launches raids across LA targeting undocumented immigrants, sparking outrage, and peaceful protests grow, mostly nonviolent, according to the LAPD. Then boom, Trump declares he's taking over. Without California's approval, Trump federalized the National Guard and sent 2,000 troops into the heart of LA. Not only that, he said this: if Newsom can't do his job, the federal government will. And in classic Trump fashion, he didn't stop there. Trump revived one of his favorite insults, calling the California Governor Gavin Newsom. Yep, that's back. But what came next was no joke. Trump announced that ICE raids in LA would continue for 30 days, and if Governor Newsom or any California official interfered, they could face arrest. Think about that. A president threatening to arrest governors and mayors for standing up to him? That's not leadership. That's authoritarianism. So, California Governor Gavin Newsom fired back fast. He said Trump was, and I quote, purposefully inflammatory. And he dropped a truth bomb. When Trump boasted that the National Guard had already calmed the protest, the troops, they hadn't even arrived in LA yet. Trump was literally lying about military operations on American soil. Newsom and California Democrats made it clear this was not about public safety, it was about political theater. So here's the playbook on what's happening. Step 1, they're provoking outrage. Step 2, they sent in the federal troops. Step 3, they're claiming that they are the only ones who can restore order. We've seen this before in history books from regimes we don't want to emulate. Legal experts are already calling Trump's move an abuse of power. And let's be crystal clear, he did this without California's consent. But if you think about it, Trump, he's not really good on getting consent, especially from women. The last time this happened, 1965, Selma, civil rights marches. That's the precedent Trump is reviving. And then Trump's allies took it even further. They zeroed in on LA Mayor Karen Bass, branding her a communist sympathizer. Yes, seriously, and hinted that she should be arrested for standing up to ICE. Conservative influencers flooded social media, blaming her for, wait for it, the wildfires earlier this year. This isn't just politics, this is personal destruction. For daring to protect immigrant communities, Bass was painted as an enemy of the state. At the center of it all, ICE. Trump's border czar even warned that anyone who obstructs ICE, even elected officials, could face felony charges. What exactly does obstruction mean here? Not aiding a raid? Speaking out publicly? Are we criminalizing dissent now? Because that's exactly what it sounds like. Let's talk precedent. Deploying National Guard troops without state approval has happened exactly one time in the modern era, during the height of the civil rights struggle. And now, Trump wants to use it as a political weapon against governors and mayors who disagree with him. Constitutional scholars are warning that this could open the floodgate to federal overreach, where presidents use the military to suppress domestic political opposition. That's not a slippery slope. That's a drop straight off a cliff. Trump isn't flexing his power, he's testing the system. He wants to see if anyone will stop him, if governors cave, if courts stall, if voters forget. But here's the thing, we see it, we remember it, and we are not looking away. Because the fight to preserve democratic norms, state rights, and basic human decency doesn't end with a press release. It ends with action. So if you found this video informative, like, share, and subscribe to stay updated. Drop a comment below. Should Trump be allowed to send troops without state approval? And most importantly, stay informed, stay vigilant, and never stop speaking the truth to power. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And this is Justin Talk Network. See you next time.